stuff, and we've never actually done a live from the little workshop here. So we'll get this camera put in here like this and turn it around. There we go. Anyway, we've been working on a spoon. This is a piece of old wood that was a nectarine tree and got destroyed by a severe thunderstorm a while back. And we're just slowly working on it, and I'll show you some of the other stuff that we've been working on that came from that same nectarine tree, and got it in the food safe preservatives here, and it is getting all stained up and sealed, and here's another one over here. We'll put them back in this thing. It's cold here today. It's about 36 degrees, and it's raining. They're talking about possible snow and stuff and everything like that. But this old piece of nectarine tree, I know you've probably seen me do out there on the chopping block and take the axe and knock it down. But the weather out there today just is not conducive to being out there and there by the chopping block. But like I said, this is an old piece of nectarine wood. The tree got destroyed by a severe thunderstorm warning back in July, or warning with storm. And it's been in here drying for a while. And let's see here, I normally use a cardboard pattern just like this, to create the sizes. And because it bends, it allows me to go around, corners and angles and what like that. But since we can't do the chop block work today, we're going to use our little coping saw, and we're going to kind of get a handle that, is comfortable to use, and there's no magic way of doing it, no right way, no wrong way, just what you want it to look like. And we've been taking the old hook knife, been slowly digging the spoon bowl out and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let me find one of them things real quick. All right, here, let me show you this one right here. This is a spoon that we did, I've been working on. This is from an old piece of maple, and it had some real unusual stuff going on here. It was like it got cut, and then another something started to grow in it, around it, and it looked like a bunch of little branches or something. I'm not sure exactly how all that happened, but I'll show you some of the other tools that we use. The old hook knife, okay, and it does just what it says it does. It kind of anchor your wood down. I know we get a lot of questions like, gosh, it's you need to sharpen it. Well, when you're working on seasoned wood, it's going to be hard, okay? When you see people that it's carving off like it's butter, okay? Well, that's green wood, and they probably soaked it in water overnight where it's real smooth. But you take a piece of seasoned wood, you're going to shave it off, and you need to be careful because you don't want to catch it so bad you break it. But I just do a little bit at a time and keep on going from there. Some of the other tools we use right here. All right, almost like a Japanese pull saw. Let's see, let me get some of the other stuff that we use quite a bit. This is a detail knife, okay, small blade, large handle. Sloyd, okay, a bit bigger blade, large handle for stuff like that. I've had a number of people ask exactly where you get these at. Well, you can get them from Amazon. There's a company named Beaver Tools and stuff like that. You can get these kits for as cheap as, I don't know, $25, $30, and as expensive as several hundred, depending upon what you want to do. But in the meantime, let's mount this here spoon in our little vise, and we'll figure out the shape of a spoon handle that is pleasing, Like I said, there's no right, no wrong. You ever want to get in the middle something like this? Just I mean, don't fret over it. Just grab yourself a hunk of wood. So here's a piece of that same. Well, no, this is a piece of spalted wood. All right, and I just roughly carved it. I want to really kind of make this much smaller and stuff like that. And I've got some measurements put in it and stuff. But we're gonna make this much smaller. But this is a whole piece of spalted wood, burl that oh, it's been laying on the ground for I don't know, a long time. And I don't use unless a storm comes along and knocks everything down, something down. I use pretty much stuff that's been laying on the ground for a long time, or up in the workshop. Let's see here. Let me find some of the other stuff we've been working on here. And I've been making spoons for a long time, and I mean they're just all over the place. There's another one, old spalted wood. Screen so small it's kind of hard to see who's in here, but I'd like to say good morning, everybody, and we'll spend about 30 minutes out here doing this and see how it goes, and I'll get back to everybody later in the day. But there's a couple of the spoons I've been working on, and there's a hunk of, I think this was peach tree, a hunk of a peach tree that broke in such a way that I'm thinking that I can finally eventually get something out of that. Who knows? We shall see. Let's see here. All right, this right here is a piece of the nectarine tree that got broken by the storm, and I've been slowly scavenging parts off of it. But as in this form right here, there's at least 2 or 3 spoons up in here. So normally I use maple or elm or whatever I can find on around, cedar sometimes. But the fruit trees, apple, nectarine, cherry, they make the prettiest colors, man. They sure do. Got this really neat grain in it, and it got all sorts of weird wiggles and stuff. So, all right, let's do a little cut here, and we'll experiment. Thing about it is since this is old wood, it's been laying in the ground, damaged. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. And the thing about it is you know how they used to tell you about public speaking? You may know you messed up, but nobody else does. Well, it's the same way with making a spoon. You're like, oh, I messed up, but not really. I mean, it just is what it is. And just take it easy. How long? I mean, you could probably finish one of these projects in, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 hours. But I'm retired now. I'll be 65 years old here in some months. Spent 40 years in uniforms, Marine Corps veteran, USMC, U.S. Postal Service, and stuff like that. So I don't do anything in a rush anymore. It just is what it is. So let's see if I can see anybody. Butterfiles, Northern Missouri. Travel with Lisa. Good to see all y'all. Like I said, I've got this the cameras over here on the other side, and I'm having a hard time seeing it, but I appreciate all of y'all coming in and stuff, and just having a good old time. And yes, we do make a lot of sawdust. And let me show you this. When we use power tools, should we use power tools? Wear your dust mask, definitely. Actually, it's probably, even if you're gonna do something like that, it really is better to just go ahead and go one outside. That way the air is not stuck up in here and stuff. And workshop's not all that big, but I mean, it does what I needed to do and stuff. So hopefully everybody's all right, doing good. Did y'all watch that Super Bowl last night? Did it turn out the way you thought it would? I'll tell you what, man. I felt sure that Kansas City was going to give a better showing than that, but being a native of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, actually Chester, Pennsylvania, You know, I guess I'm happy the Eagles won, but and you do a little bit, then you stop and you kind of look at what you're doing, and like I say, you go on out there in your yard, tree line, or wherever like that, get yourself a piece of wood, get yourself a black magic marker, get yourself a spoon from inside the kitchen, all right, trace it on a piece of cardboard, use it as a template, and then when you get good, you know, you can go out and do the chop block work with the axe and stuff like that, but you know, it's no big deal. Craig's Outdoor, good to see you, man. Awesome. Hopefully you can hear the doves out there. Well, they're talking about 36 degrees Fahrenheit and rain, which it is right now. Then, what do you call it? Possibly snow tomorrow, and continuing through Wednesday, and then they don't really know. You know anything about weather forecasting? But every 10 minutes, come up with something different. Then you turn to the government sites, and they're like, well, it's a matter of miles. Where the cold air will be, where the moisture will be. Like I say, I do this for relaxing. I've never actually sold a spoon. I mean, I don't know if people have asked about them, but the only thing I've done is Lower Michigan Adventures with Jamie. He wanted to barter one, and we're going to work one on for him, and he's going to make one of those homemade ferro rods, which I'm kind of looking forward to it. And let's see here. That's not his. This one will be his, and I actually kind of put my signature in the side of the spoon, the back side of it, but we'll let that stay in there for a while and get all that goodness soaked up in there. And that's a food-safe mineral oil with a little bit of coffee mixed in it, which gives it that dark look, that dark and stormy look. Brings out the texture and stuff. And normally what I do is once I start making a cut and I want to see how it's turning out, I'll just turn the coping saw like this, where I'm pointing to the out, and take off this little piece. All right, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more toward a handle shape, but yeah, we're getting there. All right, let's go over here real quick. New Horizons, Above and Beyond, good to see you. Adventures Unseen, good to see you, man. Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let's show you a couple other spoons that we've been making, and actually scoops and stuff like that. Oh hey. Kind of a scoop and an unusual shape, but still hadn't finished it yet. I'm letting it dry out some, and then kind of a little scoop. But we got bits of spoon and stuff laying all over the place, and which is cool. I found this old limb, I don't know, a long time ago, and it's been sitting in here, and just made a little coffee scoop out of it, and you can see the spalting up in the wood. And all that is where bacteria and insects have climbed into the wood, and it started its decomposition. And like I say, you can pretty much pick up any stick in your yard or anything like that, and depending upon whether you intend on eating it with it or just you know, for the show or something like that. Let's see what else we got. You know, a couple of big old hunks of wood that I made blanks out of, and I haven't done anything with this one yet. Huge hunk of a blank. Need to, you know, trace the pattern in here, and then work on the handle. And normally what I do is I work on a lot of blanks during the summertime, and then when the wintertime comes and I can't really get outside because it's raining, then I have to work in the shop. That's what I do. This one I was just goofing off here. This is a piece of old cedar wood. Let's see here. Here is a piece of that nectarine tree that we've been working on. Kind of scavenging pieces and parts and stuff. And let's see who else we see here. All right. Yeah, I agree. New Horizons. It's the weather is definitely a factor, you know. And I bought a brand new hot tent to replace the old one because the old one kept leaking, and I'd sealed it up so many times. And then that titanium stove, it always leaked. The type of stack I had was just you know, the fumes was getting in it. So I bought a Nature Hike Ranch teepee pyramid style and a deer family, almost like a cast iron stove with a solid pipe. And for those of you that are into hot tent camping, you realize that you get those kinds of smoke stacks and pipes that are kind of real flimsy and they blow all over the place. And yeah, buddy. I mean, I wish that I could, you know, send these all over the world, but with the way things are, you know, if somebody wanted to work like a swap or something like that, just you know, send me a message, something like that. Maybe if you're into a hobby or you know, craft or something like that, you want to trade a spoon for that or something like that, would work. You can work something like that out. But I really don't think that they're going to, at least on the American side, allow wood-based products to, you know, move through the postal system. And the U.S. postal system's so screwed up anyway. It'll allow it to get there in 2037. Think about these kinds of projects. I'll show you. You can start going along. You think you got it all licked. Everything's going good. And then you encounter, you know, a spot like that. You can see where it looked like something at some point in time, like almost like something got jammed in there or something. I don't know what. Piece of metal or piece of fencing or something. Maybe somebody used the tree as a way to hold a fence up. Let's see who's in here. All right. Adventures Unseen, New Horizons. Yep. Definitely. Anyway. Like I said, if you want to take up something like this, don't fret over it. After all, you picked up the supply from off the ground, and otherwise it would just rot into the ground. So, and once you get kind of really good at it, even if you break it, you can kind of modify the design. And yeah, I go through quite a bit of coping saw blades, but that's okay. All right, man, let's turn it this way. Really do not use that big of a vise. I don't know if you can see it or not. Definitely probably need to get a bigger one. Yeah, buddy. Being that it's like really cold out here in the shop, I usually, probably stay out here about 30, 40 minutes, then move on to something else. And but yeah, definitely. If you want to get into this, if you could find any type of fruit tree, wood, cherry, apple, peach, nectarine, they have the prettiest colors. Now, if you like that unusual stuff like spalted maple and stuff, that is the easiest stuff to find. It sure is, because I mean it's going to be everywhere. Anytime you see a tree or a limb that's been down for a while, chances are you're going to find some spalting in it. And a burl, you know what that is? Nothing but a big blister on the side of a tree, kind of a growth, and you'll see about any number of little small branches and stuff trying to grow out of it, and kind of looks like a wart, and they can become huge. And actually, a lot of times they're worth quite a bit of money too. Definitely, nectarine wood is definitely a hard wood to work, but yeah, buddy. All right, that piece is about to come off here. All right, and you can see the inside of the nectarine tree. I think we're vibrating a little bit. That's why we're moving. Okay. Yeah. All right. Ayana Reed, good to see you. All right. Let's see who else is in here. I'm sorry we keep moving. It's this vibration, I guess. All right. You can see how the wood grain in there, and then when you finally get it all carved and sanded, and you put it in your coloring, you definitely have a nice looking grain spoon and stuff. And then you'll notice that this is like the very center of the tree, and it went out like this, and then the limbs have gone out, and you can see the rings. And you can see how something unusual had occurred up inside of here, which is probably one of the reasons why when that storm came along last July, this thing broke. Some type of crack, insects got in it, water, and kind of pried it apart. But you can see what we're doing. We're trying to narrow up the handle where it's not so big and everything. Let's put this in here like this. But this is not something that I don't think I've ever heard of a spoon expert. So if you want to do something like this, just grab yourself a piece of wood and cut it, do a little pattern trick made of cardboard, black magic marker, okay, go in the house and get yourself a spoon or something like that, and I'd say starting out, use the biggest spoon that you can get. You know, A3 Skywarrior, good to see you, man. All right, work 3 rounds and back to work. Yeah. Thank you, man. Hitting that like button. Good to see you. All right, Billy, how you good? How you doing? All right, good to see you, man. All right, you guys are from Arizona, right? I think I remember, and you said it was like really hot. I was just telling everybody it's like 36 degrees and raining here today, and the snow is supposed to start. Oh, I don't know, around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and you know how the meteorologists are. They don't know. So yesterday morning when we first saw them started talking about it, I told my wife, I said, let's go to Walmart. Let's stock up because they don't know. Better go ahead and have too much stuff around than not enough. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. I assume that it's probably quite warm out there. 79 degrees. Oh, okay. I don't know whether y'all ever watch that YouTube channel, Desert Drifter. His name is Andrew Cross, and he goes out and finds all those ancient Indian ruins and stuff all through Arizona and Utah and all that. Well, anyway, he was severely injured in an accident in Flagstaff, Arizona, last Friday, I believe it was, and he's currently, fighting for his life. I hear it was a severe brain injury and some other injuries. So you wanna, check out his channel. It's a really great channel. Really, is a great guy, real nice, and his wife Evelyn was up there, giving some updates and stuff. But check his channel out, man. Keep that channel alive, man, and I think you'll really be amazed at the stuff that he finds. Yeah. 79 degrees. Wow. Okay, we're gonna be a while before we get there, but that's okay. So, anyway, just do a little bit more work, and we'll work for a few more minutes, and then we'll tell everybody have a great day. Oops, I think we're vibrating again. Yeah. All right, I'll show you. Now, if you really wanted to take the time, you take your detail knife and just slowly work it away, and it'll work. Just really depends on how much time you want to do at it. And I guess I prefer to do this out there on the chopping block, but I'm not so dedicated that I'm going to stand out in the rain. All right, let's put it this way. And again, we'll give you a little sneak look at how we use a hook knife. That's what a hook knife is. Takes a while, but it's all just about having fun. Let's take a look at these spoons here that I've in the preservative. Like I said, mineral oil and coffee grounds. It gives it that unusual color. Food safe. Okay. All right. Let's see who's in here real quick. All right, Skeeter. All right, good to see you, man. All right. Okay. Yeah, I like the colors too. These fruit tree woods definitely have some nice grain patterns and stuff. And see, I don't really hear when you saw this is like a piece of spalted wood, and the best way to think about spalted wood is, like I said, is it's something that's been laying on the ground, and the bugs and the bacteria have all gotten to it, and it's just one step away from just falling apart and becoming smashed wood and compost and stuff like that. But it's fun to work with, hard to work with because I like a really hard wood. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Well, thank you. It's beautiful. Yeah, I really enjoy it. The first time I ever saw this was done, I'm going to say like early 1960s. I had a uncle, Uncle Albert. He was actually a great uncle, but he had a workshop that, I mean, it was back from 100 years ago, and had all these hand tools, and he would do stuff like this and make bowls, and he had one of those pedal powered lathes and stuff. Of course, he's been dead many years now. Like I was like 5 years old in 1965, and he would have been in 60s, 70s. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, all right. We'll spend a few more minutes in here, and then we'll move on to something else. And the thing about it is you start working on a thing, and then you encounter a place that's got a lot of moisture in it. You don't want to push it too hard, because, like I said, I like to work with seasoned wood. I don't like working with a green wood all that much, because, I don't know, me, I just don't think it has all that much character, to tell you the truth. And some of the other tools, I mean, if you're not much into, knives and stuff, you could use Dremels with burrs on it. Let's see here, what else we have. Here is a little mini sander that you could use if you were so inclined. There's all sorts of tools to use, but I try to use the hand tools as much as I can and everything. Let's take you out of the holder here. I thought I heard like ice pellets out there. Maybe not, but it is a cold, nasty, nasty day. It really is. I think I was talking to somebody from Australia earlier in the day, and they were like, it's been horrible hot. And they asked them, does it get like that here? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Anybody from pretty much anywhere in the southern part of the United States, all the way across from Virginia to California, will probably tell you it gets hot. But being that we're in different hemispheres, that summer down there and winter up here. All right. Anyway, I guess I won't keep you too long. I have never done one of these lives like this from the workshop. Whenever we used to do lives, we used to be sitting in the computer chair in the main room in the house. But I figured, let's give it a try, see whether we can get any interest in things and stuff. Well, hey there, Jamie. You want to see your spoon, man? Let's see here. That's not yours. Here's your spoon, Jamie. It's in the preservative right now. You can see the signature in there. And this is a very old, ancient piece of nectarine wood, man. And yeah, it is cold. It's a kind of a really, really raw cold. And like I said, it's supposed to progress from this light rain, 36 degrees Fahrenheit, is going to drop and start snowing sometime in tomorrow morning or so. And who knows? I guess we will see. Yeah. Hey, you love it. All right, man. Awesome. Okay. And I usually let these things soak in here for, a few days, and it soaks up all that moisture and gets it. It's almost like embalming a spoon, if that makes sense. And then we'll get it out to you. And so I don't know if it's an airplane or Yeah, it's gotta be. It's like, I'll tell you what. The other day we had it was 38 degrees, raining sideways, thunder to lightning. I don't think I had seen something like that in a long time. I remember seeing thunder snows and stuff back in the day. I remember, when we were stationed in Norway and stuff, and we used to get all sorts of strange stuff happen. But yeah, I don't know what happened here, man. But I'm guessing this is probably explains why that tree split in half during that thunderstorm. It almost looks like the tree broke, then it tried to heal itself. Then along came that nice 50-mile-an-hour winds and sent it on its way to the ground and on the way to the spoon shop. But But yeah, Jamie, this is what I normally do, man. I just I soak it in that stuff. Then we dry it off like this. All right. And we'll put it over there like that. And we have this thing. Let's see here. Definitely need to clean the workshop up there for this project. Let's see. Oh, it's around here somewhere, man. I'll tell you. Anyway, it's like a cold roasting knife. I don't know whether you've ever heard of cold roasting. It's where kind of like old Viking type stuff where they used to carve intricate. Ah, here it is. Carve intricate details and shapes. And what I normally do is I'll sit there and scribe my signature into a project using this. And you can get these off Amazon for, I don't know, $4 or $5. I mean, it's not just for, spoon projects, any type of, you want to draw details, make little templates and stuff and everything. But they are sharp. Definitely, you can get yourself cut pretty good. A lot of people use these kind of gloves when they're carving. But I have never had a problem. I never have. So, I mean, I get like a little nick now and again, but I've never had a severe injury. Let's see, who else? I appreciate that, Jamie. Your ferro rod handle choices are drying. Second coat, awesome, man. Awesome. So, how's the weather up there today? Miserable as this mess, or you got snow? Bob Casey, Ariel, good to see you, man. All right. We're in the old workshop working on spoons today there, Bob, for at least for a little bit longer. And it is, my hands are like getting cold, so I'll usually take a break and I'll go over, sit in the chair, and let your hands warm up some. But definitely after this project, definitely need to clean this place up. Anyway, Jamie, we'll stick this back in the goo and we'll let it soak up all that mineral oil and coffee stains and stuff like that. And then when the time comes, we'll start the procedure. The Virginia Bushcrafter, good to see you, man. All right. How's everything? All right. Awesome. So what's everybody got going on today? Let's see here. All right, let's get our little detail knife here and do a little work like that. I've been watching, Jamie, I've been watching you do the lives from your hot tent. That's pretty cool, man. Might have to give that a try too, especially when we test out this new nature hike hot tent and the Deer Famey tent stove. Thing is like a beast, man. It's like cast iron. Like it weighs like 24 pounds. Definitely there you can see where something definitely happened right up here in the center of the trunk. So like I said, this would have been toward the center of the tree, and this would have been a limb going out here, and you could definitely see where something broke it, and it tried to heal itself, and then it just along came that big storm. You can see where you definitely got like cracks that had occurred, and it tried to heal itself, and it looks like a limb that went bad right there. Yeah, see that? You know what? That almost sounded like one of them trucks that puts all that preservative down on the road. So they must be in anticipation. Cowgirl, good to see you, man. Jamie says it's partly cloudy up here in Michigan today. A little chilly, but not bad. Probably 24 degrees. So that's not bad. It's not too bad. But you guys tend to get a heck of a lot colder than we do. Last week, I took that new tent out, and we went out in the wood line over there, and it was 11 degrees. Oh, my goodness, man. But you know what? It wasn't all that bad. I had the doors to the tent open, and it was stove running. And I did one of those breakfast burritos in there, and I've been wanting to do. Remember the old snack growing up? You used to do boiled peanuts. I've been wanting to get like some peanuts and fire that tent stove up and have us a boiled peanut snack, man. Jamie says it was 10 degrees this morning. We're at 36 degrees Fahrenheit with a light rain. So we're only just a few degrees off of, everything getting frozen on us and stuff. So let's see here. We are making a spoon, cowgirl. There you go. I'll show you some of the stuff that we've been working on. Spoons. Spoon. All right. Old spalted wood spoon. Let's see here. Piece of the nectarine tree. Hold it out here like that. There's at least another couple of spoons in there, but you can actually take a look at this and figure out exactly, what kind of sort of went wrong. Cracks, and it busted off. Who knows? Here is a blank spoon, and I say blank. It's definitely not completed yet. It's from an old piece of burl wood. That burl wood is like a blister you see on the top tree. It looks like a big old wart on it, and we cut it off and made a basic spoon shape. But definitely, you see the spalting lines, and all that is where insects and bacteria. The insects will crawl through it and leave their remains, so to speak, and then rot begins, and then you get alternating seasons of cold and hot and wet and rain and all that kind of stuff, and before you know it, you get this most unusual wooden grain pattern, like it's like mega dense. But this is a blank that I worked on back in the hot weather, and put it in here hoping that I would get back to it in the cooler months, and we will eventually. Let's see who else. Grandma Teresa Gilmore, good to see you. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Yeah, I believe that's ice pellets falling out there now. I'll tell you. Yeah. Let's see here. I remove y'all from the holder and give you a look outside again. Yeah, it's right on the edge of becoming ice and all that. Hopefully the noise in this workshop isn't too bad. I never really gave that any thought, but that's what we are working on. And we'll take our detail knife and working on a seasoned wood like that is definitely toughening on your hands, and you definitely want to keep your knives and everything sharp, and definitely your hook knives to keep those sharp. And basically what we do is we take our little stone here and go to the inside of it gently. And because it is such a humid environment here, we're on the east coast of Virginia. The Atlantic Ocean is about 6 miles to the east of here, so we're really humid, super humid. And let's see what else we have. I'm gonna take this. Yeah, look, there's some of the other tools that we work with. Gouge. Basically, what you do with a gouge is you put your work in here like this, or whatever position that you want, and use your thumb to guide, and you just slowly dig out the meat until you reach that dimensions for your spoon bowl that you're happy with, and go easy. Don't want to cut yourself, don't want to break your wood. These tools are sharp. They will definitely put a hurting on you if you don't pay much attention to it. All right, let's see who's in here. Twin Brook Farms. Hey, no snow. I haven't seen dirt since mid-November. Well, normally right here on the Virginia coast, we get cold, but we don't see a lot of snow. Now, we have seen, I'm going to classify 3 minor snows. And when I say minor snows, 3 inches or less. But it has been, oh my goodness, it's been wet. You can't walk anywhere. Squish, squish, squish. And then you get to the house, you definitely got to take your shoes off before you go in anywhere. Cowgirl, I subscribe. You ever get slivers? Yes, absolutely. All right. Have you ever carved a really large spoon that type people hang in? Yeah, I have done a few of those. And normally when I do those, as soon as my wife sees them or somebody sees it, like, can I have it? And let's see, I don't know whether I got any big ones laying around out here. No. The big ones don't seem to last very long. They kind of... Here's a big hunk of wood, a blank, that I want to get working here shortly. This is spalted wood. You can see the black lines through there. And I just brought it, during the summertime, I brought it down to what I call blank dimensions. And it just needs to lose weight, Take your coping saws and stuff and get your pattern on there and stuff. And basically, let's show you here. Put this one over here. And once you get it, like I say, the blank canvas to work with, so to speak, you want to take my little template made of cardboard, get that secured in there pretty good, and basically what you're going to do is just lay it in there like this, and take the whoops, okay, it slipped out, didn't it? All right, let's put it back. And when you're doing this, it don't really have to be exact. It's just really kind of giving you you know, an idea of where you want to work at. And then you just start tracing down till you reach that design that you're happy with, you know. I mean, if you were making this for somebody and they gave you an exact dimensions or something like that, but this is what I call a blank. And from there, you just kind of, like I say, you start making cuts until you get that circumference, and then you work on it and keep right on carving away, chipping away until you're happy with it, and that's how we do that. But that's about the largest one I see out here at the moment. Let's see here. We did one the other week. It had a little bit of a curve in it. That was a lot of fun, but I was worried about right here. It was going to break, but really some unique colorations in there. All right, let's see here. Hopefully they answered your question. All right. Calgary, where we live, it was -1. Ooh, man. Yeah, the curve was pretty cool. I don't spend a lot of time doing curved pieces, but, you know, I saw that one piece and I said, you know what, we're going to try this. But like I said, during the summertime, I'll usually do a lot of blanks, and then we get to the weather like we're having now. I will, you know, start refining them down to nothing. Let's see if I can find another unusual. Yeah, here's a piece of, check this out. This was an actual piece of firewood, right? And it was burnt, and I took it out and see what I could do with it, and I guess it could almost be like a little coffee scoop or something like that, but I'm letting it dry. I mean, this was probably several months ago, but yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The wood, you could pick it up anywhere, you know, go on a hike, see a piece of wood. And your typical spoon fork slash is probably between 6 and 9 inches long. My advice is that you want to probably use a template that's at least tablespoon, but maybe a little bit bigger. Because if you kind of start sanding and making mistakes and stuff like that, I mean, so that's tablespoon size right there. But if you got one of those ones, I don't know what they call them, with salad spoons or something like that. Yeah. And then the companion to it's got the little, like, almost like a fork. But we've messed around with some forks and stuff, and they are kind of tricky to do. Let's see here. We got yeah, there you go. Here's some coffee scoops, or any kind of scoop that we were messing with. Never finished that one. That one needs to be cut down to size, but there you go. For the person on the run, you know, the camper camper scoop, so to speak. And let's see here. We got some other stuff laying here that been laying here for a long time. And this is a piece of a blank that I've been experimenting with. You know, this is what I call the right-hander, okay? And I'm still working on this one. Wasn't quite pleased with it. Anyway, makes where the right person that's right-handed could work and, you know, scoop, soup, whatever like that. But this is a really ancient piece of wood. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Here's a nice little coffee scoop. And I'm wanting to say this was peach tree wood. Over the years, I've had a lot of fruit trees, and they've lived their life and fallen down, got chopped down, knocked down, whatever like that. And I usually scavenge all the wood I can. Let's see here. Yeah, that burnt look is really unusual. It definitely is. But all right, let's see here. And like I said, you just keep on, get yourself a basic outline, and then get your handles and stuff like that. And for those of you that, I don't know whether you know it or not, but, when you get a spoon, and then you have where the bowl arcs this way and the handle comes, that's called crank, the crank of a spoon. And if you get into something like that, the best way to really determine the best crank, is to actually practice with it. Pretend like you're eating and, bring it up to your mouth. Does it feel comfortable? You get those, I know when you eat cereal and you lose more milk than you actually get to your mouth. Does that make any sense? Yeah. Let's see, Jamie, it is beautiful. I appreciate that, Jamie. Yeah, this real cowgirl really is smooth, and it's all about just sanding. Let me show you another thing that's real handy for those of you who like to. These are called sanding blocks. You can buy these from Amazon for about $5, $6, $7. A pack of 5 or 6. And they come in different grits. And this is a 60 abrasive, but you can cut them. They last for a long time, and it is a lot easier using this as opposed to. Let me show you. Piece of old-fashioned sandpaper. All right, this you can really get down and really put some pressure on it, get into some corners and stuff like that, where something like this, it really is a pain, and it just disintegrates really easy. But that's what these are called, sanding blocks. You buy them from Amazon for just a handful of dollars, and they come in like all different grits. This is called Weeder, from Weeder. And 60 abrasive. I use mostly 60s for a lot of the work. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we got different types of gouges, and you see the problem I have here is because we're so humid and so wet, everything, you always have a problem with rust, and you're forever trying to keep things from breaking down and stuff. But it is what it is. Being retired, it's not like I got a big rush or anything. And then, like I said, if you find that your hands just can't handle it, you want to use like a Dremel with a burr. Let's see here. I'll show you an example of some stuff that you can use with your Dremel type tools. These are wood bits, carving bits. You can see those. This is the typical kit that'll come with a Dremel and a wrench. All right. These are called burrs. They're from Kutzall. And they come in a whole bunch of different shapes. Yeah, I hear you, bird. Sound like a blue jay out there somewhere. Okay. All right. Other piece of advice. You see the more, or is it this morning, I guess? Wear your safety glasses if you're going to be doing a lot of, like work with Dremels and stuff like that. Definitely don't want to lose an eye, doing something you enjoy doing. All right, let's see here. I wonder how good it would work for the fat wood getting a little bit smoother. Oh, Jamie, it would work great, man. Let me show you what would really work great for your fat wood. And this particular tool only cost about, let's see here, $30. And this is a mini tiny belt sander. You can get this from Amazon. And it pivots up, you know, get replacement belts. But that would work really good for like your little pieces of wood for like ferro rods. Yep, that would really work good for you, man. Oh. Calvin, how long does it take to finish one? Well, if you came in here and you worked nonstop, 2-3 hours, all right. But I never do that anymore, cowgirl. I'm like I said, I'll be 65. I'm retired. I just enjoy doing it and being out here. All right, Jamie, I will send you the link to this belt sander after the live, and but I don't really ever rush anymore, so I just enjoy what I'm doing and stuff like that. And be honest with you, like after 40 years in uniforms and always being on the run, you know, this idea of just goofing off is so novel to me. I've been retired since 2022 now, and I still feel like it's only been a few days. So hopefully that'll hit. Or yeah, smell-o-vision. Yeah, I've joked about that. I don't really ever watch Martin, the Northern Woods guy, and he has a shack up in the northern part of Minnesota and stuff. And I always tease him, you know, wouldn't it be cool to have smell-o-vision? You know, food and smelling the various aromas off of wood and stuff like that. Yeah, but anyway, just giving you a little bit of a sneak preview or sneak look of what I do in the workshop here, and maybe some of the other tools that we use are, let's see here. These are needle files. Got a little handle on it. All right. This is a draw knife. Okay. Grab both hands. Got a blade in the center. Okay. And I don't know whether y'all saw that video that I put up last week of the spoon mule and the draw knife. All right. They come in different sizes. This is a big one. All right. I don't know whether you've ever seen like videos like the colonists in Jamestown and all that kind of stuff. Well, it's something like that they would use to square off, you know, logs and stuff for building the cabins and all that kind of stuff. Cowgirl, no, I never have sold anything. About the only time I've ever done anything is like, you know, if somebody wants to, you know, trade something, barter something, and the way with U.S. Postal laws now, trying to move stuff around, you know, out of the country would literally be impossible as far as like wood and fruit, and because it is like fruit tree wood and stuff. But me and Jamie are doing a little bit of a barter thing here. He's doing a ferro rod, and I'm doing it with a spoon, you know, something like that. But I think that, you know, if you tried to sell something like, I tell you what, if I was a 30-year-old fella and doing something like that, man, I would have like a ton of them already finished and stuff, and sell them and, you know, everything like that. But these days, I'm just you know, taking it easy, taking it slow. All right. Let's see who else is in here. All right. Yeah, Jamie, I think that belt sander would probably do you really good, because, you know, you figure if the end that the rod would go in, if you kept the wood a little bit long, you'd have something to grab onto, and you'd be able to run the part that will eventually hold the ferro rod like this, and just kind of keep spinning around until you reach that perfect shape. And they make those itty bitty little tiny lathes. They're $30 or $40 too, and a handful of small uh, tools and stuff like that. Man, you can really make some like neat lines and stuff like that. I mean, things like you take. Well, let's see here. You had like one of the itty bitty small lathes. Like I said, 30, $40. You can get these little chisels and stuff and make lines, you know, in the wood and designs and stuff like that. I've been thinking about getting something like that, just experimenting with some of this spoon work and stuff. And here's like a really big piece of spoon that I started the other day, and we'll eventually get to back to that one. Let's see what else. Yep. But like we were talking about those sanding blocks, I mean, I have been using this one right here. Oh goodness, probably since the summertime, and it's still just as abrasive as you can get it. And you can get them wet paper towel and just wipe it right off, and you'll be right back in business again. Okay, another trick that I use quite often is if you get a break in your wood, I'll save the sawdust to various projects and then get wood glue and then pack wood glue sawdust in a hole. You can't even tell anything ever occurred, and you can see, like, let me bring y'all down a little bit. This is right at my feet, and this is just from this morning. So you see the amount of sawdust just one single project can do. All right, Twin Brook Acres, y'all take care of me. Have a safe day. And we're getting ready to go here ourselves here in a minute and go in the house and warm our hands. So anyway, I appreciate everybody stopping by, and this is something that I thought about doing for a long time, bring y'all into the workshop with me and show you what to do and stuff. And anybody's any other questions, just send me a message and we'll talk about it and stuff. All right, everybody. Well, I will say goodbye from the workshop, and we'll do this again one day here real soon. So, Cowgirl, bye. Twin Brook, take care. Kiara Creations, good to see you. All right, take care. All right, bye-bye, y'all.